Hey, and welcome to Tech Tips with Sold Out Media. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Linus.
And today we're looking at the C70 once again. When we talked last time, or in our main test of this video, we said that we were having some issues with the SD card. It would buffer and we would lose the media when we tried to record in the highest quality of this camera, or if we tried to record with slow-mo or different frame rates.
We also had an issue with finding how to record
the internal audio. Yeah.
But
so,
it works.
Yeah, so a couple of adaptations and some tests for you today. So here we have the Sony TUF series cards.
Yes.
And these actually work. We recorded slow-mo today. We didn't do the 4K 120. We did the 2K 180.
180, yeah.
Because we wanted to play with the 180. We did a couple of side-by-side tests. So the first clip we have coming up will be the 4K, or the fake 4K, rather.
Ultra
HD.
Yeah.
And that's the 3840 by 1920 format. So just take a quick peek at that.
Yeah.
How do you feel out there, bud?
Sorry, answering in Swedish. It's nice. I love the snow.
Finally.
As a proper Viking, I enjoy this. Wow, yeah. So that's how it looks. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It looks nice. What we could see is the C70 definitely needed color graded, because obviously you need to color grade to make it look the way you want it to look.
Yeah, so you have a lot more colors to play with and more information. So, yeah. But side by side, in the UHD, they look pretty similar, right? Of course, I would definitely give a sharpness edge to the C70. That's to be expected. Now, we also did 1080 by 1080. We did a program not too long ago, actually, where I integrated this camera into a cooking show, and we put the R's next to the EOS R's next to this guy, and it fit right in. So it ended up being a great head camera for that production.
Yeah, they work really well together.
Yeah, so take a peek, 1080 side by side 1080.
Yeah. So we're using 85mm lens, a prime lens on the C70. So we're not actually zooming in or zooming out. We're actually just changing the resolution and the cropping, which is why it's zooming in. But just so you know, that's what we're using. So that's the differences in the crop on your different record formats. Just to show you guys, it looks great either way.
So there you go, you can see how good that looks.
Yeah.
Right?
Fantastic.
No, excellent. Now, just to show the comparison, this does full 4K, and that is at 4096 by 2048 in terms of pixel resolution, or resolution rather. Now, the EOS R only does the UHD 4K. Yeah. So go ahead and take a look side by side at that comparison.
Yeah.
Are you cold, Linus?
No. Does it look good?
It was a nice shot of you standing out in the snow.
Oh, I love it. I mean, I enjoy the snow.
And just for fun, since we actually got get the two cameras to work with the internal audio, you can see a side-by-side comparison, or rather, hear a side-by-side comparison of the internal audio from the C70 and from the EOS R. And also we have the audio from this Rode shotgun microphone. And you had a lav mic on as well.
I did have the Zoom F1 LP.
Yeah. So just take a quick listen.
So this is just a test for the in-house, in-body microphone for the EOS R and the C70. And hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm out here in the snow. It's very nice. Hope it sounds good and not too windy. It's starting to blow now, but hope you can hear me. Yeah, and you could hear that was about 5 meters away from the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
So obviously the lav is the best one, but so it was still impressive because you could still hear me, even though it was so windy, snowing, and 5 meters away.
But now let's take a look at the slow-mo. You had Jacob out there with you doing some...
Even further away,
Yeah.
I had Jacob juggling in slow motion. Hopefully it looks cool.
I think it looked really good. Take a look at that, and then we're going to go over how to get to the slow motion in this.
Yeah. So this is 180 frames on the C70 at 2K.
2K.
2K. Go
Alright,
for it.
We'll see what we can do in cold.
You're always this puffy.
I'm always that puffy. Anyways.
Nice.
Anyway, so that's juggly balls.
Yeah. What else you want? These ones?
We can try the stripy ones.
I'll swap. I'll take the flags out for you.
Danger.
My goodness. Danger, danger. How long have you been doing this?
I don't know, 15 years-ish. I've hit myself about 1,000 times, so I don't know. I've hit other people too much though, so maybe you'll be the first.
Good, maybe I should stand closer.
That looked really cool. I loved the snowflakes.
Oh my goodness, the snowflakes, it looks so natural, but it's so unnatural.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to drop this memory card into the camera real quick.
Yeah.
And it will let me access the settings. So camera's on. And for us, it wasn't super intuitive on how to find the slow-mo. So we'll actually show you how to change the frame rate inside the camera. Now, the first step is you go into the menu, and there's a bunch of different menu folders with icons like a camera and some music notes for audio. But the third option over is where you want to go, and that is all about the media. Now, you can't have the higher frame rate, the overcranked 180 or 120, if you're in the Super 35 mode. It's just to 60 frames, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll just go on down. The first thing we want to change is the sensor mode. Yeah. So from Super 35, you want to go to the Super 16 cropped. And then it tells you right away that you have to have a resolution of, at most, 2048 by 1080. Okay. Then you also have to go down and you have to change your main record format in that same menu. I was on XF AVC 10-bit. I have to go down to MP4 H.264 8-bit. And then if you go over to recording mode on the second page, and right now I'm in normal recording, you want to go to slow, fast motion. And then it starts me off at 25 frames, which is probably what I was recording in. And then you go all the way up to 80. So now we're in 2K, 180 frames. And that's just it.
So when you actually know how to do it, it's easy.
I knew that the camera did it, but it took us a while to figure out how to do it. But that way, you guys know too. You can access the higher frame rates. Again, in full 4K, you can get 120 frames. In 2K, you can get up to 180 frames. I just want to talk about how to activate the internal audio. I'm just flipping back through and putting it back on Super 35 so that I don't forget, and XF ABC.
Yeah.
There we go. And then I'm going to change my resolution back to 4K as well. Now, the icon after that, the fourth folder icon, is the audio. So if you go down into audio selection, to activate the internal microphone, You can either put it on channel 1 or 2. I put it on channel 3 or 4. You just select that and you switch it from input terminals to built-in microphone.
Yeah.
Then if you want to actually hear that, you have to go, because the camera is automatically set to listen for the mini XLR inputs 1 and 2. So you want to actually go and select the 5th item under the audio. Is where you adjust what you're listening to. So your headphone volume is in there. But go down to monitor channels, and you can see you can listen to channel 1 and 2, just channel 1 in both ears, channel 2 in both ears, channel 1 and channel 2 in both ears, channel 3 in one ear, channel 4 in the other ear, so on and so forth. But say we want to listen to channel 3 and 4, or we want to listen to channel 1 and 3. That way I would have this external microphone and the internal microphone.
Yeah.
One in one ear, one in the other. Then you just click on it and set that.
Yeah.
Yeah, super easy.
When you know how to do it.
Once you figured it out.
And now you know how to do it.
So yeah, let's talk about the crop factor. We talked about having an EF lens on here.
This is an 85mm, by the way.
It is an 85
Prime
mil
lens.
It's a beautiful lens. Because this is a Super 35, there is a crop factor on the full frame lenses, which are the R lenses. And that crop factor is 1.4. So we figured it out. I'm going to use my calculator here. If I had a 24 mil lens, I times it by the 1.4, it's going to end up looking more like a 33 or a 35 mil lens, more or less to you.
Yeah.
And that's with the Super 35. But if you're using the crop factor or the Super 16 to be able to get the ultra steady
The in-body
stabilization, exactly, tied with the lens stabilization, or you're looking to use that ultra slow-mo that also requires that you be in the 16, you should be aware that there's a 2.9 times crop on it.
It's a lot.
Right? So then my 24 mil lens becomes all of a sudden a
2.9.
Thank you. 70 mil.
Yeah.
That's a lot. So we came to the conclusion after a while that to really get the best out of this camera, we're going to have to probably pick up either the RF 15 mil to 35, which will run you more than $2,000. Or we're going to have to pick up the new RF mount adapter to EF. The cool thing is, it's not just an adapter. This here is just an adapter.
Yeah, it's a speed booster.
It's a speed booster.
Yeah, it's nice.
Then that'll allow you to use any EF glass that you have. But not only that, it gives that EF glass and this camera a full frame sensor effect because of the speed booster.
Epic.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's something we're interested in. Just a thought for you guys. I hope this was helpful.
Yeah, I hope you like this video.
Yeah, I hope you
like we say every time, we love making these videos.
We really do. And I hope that we get a chance to answer some more questions for you. Please leave comments below, and we're happy to try to help.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tell all your friends. We want your friends to be our friends. So
thanks so much.
Yeah, see you
Take
guys.
care.